boy. I'ma just island boy. I'ma get key white wine. You're gonna keep that gun. I'll be just staring at the sun. I'm just a full game.
That wasn't like a hate shot.
I don't need financial advice, but I probably make more money than you.
But that was me.
How much did you spend on all your tattoos? I spent around 30K, and I'm only 20. I'm turning 21 on July 16th, so yeah, I got tattooed pretty.
Welcome back to Celeb Misty. Today, we're breaking down one of the most bizarre rises and falls in social media history, the Island Boys. For a brief moment, it seemed like these twin brothers had a shot at long-term success. They dominated TikTok and YouTube, pulling in billions of views with their unique look, goofy freestyles, and viral antics. But as the hype faded, reality set in. Their reckless decisions, bad habits, and inability to evolve dragged them toward an inevitable crash. Ironically, even influencers like Jack Doherty saw their downfall coming before they did. Less than a year after he shaded them, one of the twins has hit rock bottom, literally sleeping on the streets. But let's be honest, after watching them fumble every opportunity that came their way, can anyone really say they didn't bring this on themselves? This is Celeb Misty. Today, we're breaking down how the Island Boys went from viral sensations to homeless and forgotten. Born Frankie and Alex Venegas, the twins were always in trouble, stealing, getting caught up in the streets, and racking up charges for theft and drug possession. By the time they turned 18, even their own mother had enough and kicked them out. Even back then, they were obsessed with going viral. Covered in tattoos, making music, and chasing clout, it was all part of their plan. But clout without a real strategy can only take you so far. Then came the moment that changed everything, the viral video that turned them into overnight sensations. The clip spread like wildfire, with remixes, memes, and reaction videos flooding the internet. However, not all attention is good attention. The Island Boys weren't famous because people liked them. They were famous because people found them hilarious. And when they stepped out into the real world, it hit them like a truck. One defining moment was their now infamous live performance at Club LIV in Miami. Expecting to be treated like superstars, the twins instead got booed off stage. That humiliation set the tone for everything that followed. Despite the world turning on them, the Island Boys refused to accept that their fame was temporary. In every interview, they confidently declared they were making millions and that their careers were only going up. They dismissed criticism as jealousy and believed they would stay relevant forever. The reality? Everyone else saw the downfall coming. As their so-called music career collapsed, they became desperate, doing anything to keep the money coming in. They staged fake fights and manufactured feuds with influencers to stay in the headlines. They milked their Cameo account, initially charging $135 per video before slashing the price to $60 due to lack of demand. Instead of saving their earnings, they burned through their money, blowing millions on jewelry, cars, and rented mansions. Even financial expert Graham Stephan analyzed their spending habits and concluded they were wasting money at an insane rate. Their worst mistake? Turning down a deal with Kodak Black's label, Sniper Gang. That could have given them some industry stability, but their arrogance cost them everything. The twins made enemies everywhere. They refused to take advice, even when insiders tried to help. A perfect example, their meltdown on the Impulsive podcast. When George Janko suggested they invest their money wisely instead of spending it all on jewelry, the Island Boys got defensive, stormed off, and made themselves look even worse. Instead of handling criticism professionally, they acted like fools, convinced that drama meant more clicks. But it only made them more of a joke. The embarrassment continued when they visited Johnny Dang's jewelry shop. Instead of being treated like VIP customers, they got publicly humiliated. Kodiak Red tried to act tough, but Sasuke, one of Dang's employees, shut him down instantly. exposing their fake gangster image. But nothing compared to what happened next. By July 2023, the Island Boys made their most desperate move yet. They launched an OnlyFans account. At first, it was just a sad attempt to milk their remaining fans for cash. But then, they took things too far, pushing a disturbing incest angle to boost sales. Even Adam 22, known for embracing controversy, found it disgusting. In hip-hop, controversy can sometimes help a career, but this was beyond saving. The backlash was swift and brutal. Fans were horrified, and whatever little credibility they had left was completely destroyed. That wasn't just burning a bridge. That was setting fire to their last hope of being taken seriously. With their reputation shattered, their money disappeared fast. Reports surfaced that they weren't just broke, but owed serious money to multiple people, including their own manager. They even started appearing on Jack Doherty's live streams, where they were constantly mocked and humiliated. Jack himself hinted that they were struggling financially and barely surviving. Then came the final scandal, a physical altercation on a live stream where the Island Boys were accused of hitting Jack's girlfriend. This wasn't just another viral stunt, it was serious. And whatever little public sympathy they had left was gone. At this point, the Island Boys weren't even seen as artists anymore, just washed-up influencers desperately chasing attention. As if their downfall wasn't bad enough, the Island Boys turned on each other. Fly Soulja mocked Kodiak Red's financial struggles, blaming him for dragging them both down. Kodiak Red fired back, accusing Fly Soulja's baby mama of using drugs while pregnant, leading to their child's medical issues. While Fly Soulja tried shifting focus to TikTok content, Kodiak Red kept denying he was broke, despite literally asking fans for housewarming gifts. It was obvious. Their time was over. At this point, nobody is shedding a tear for the Island Boys. For years, they mocked people for having real jobs, flexed their fake millions, and bragged about their success. Now they can't even afford basic necessities, and the internet is laughing at the irony. Social media is roasting them for going from flashing cash to begging online, calling it poetic justice. And yet, despite everything, they're still posting TikToks together, making fans wonder if this feud is just another stunt for attention. But let's be real, does anyone even care anymore? The Island Boys had a chance to turn their viral fame into something real. Instead, they burned every bridge, alienated their audience, and made one bad decision after another. Now they're living proof of what happens when clout chasing goes horribly wrong. Do you think they can ever make a comeback? Or is this the end for the Island Boys? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more deep dives into the biggest internet downfalls.